Hey, hello. Welcome back to another episode of Fat Cows, Fat Wallet. I am Jaime Elizondo from Real World Ranching, where our goal is to maximize your profitability while you improve your land the fastest. I am very glad you're here because today's episode is very insightful. But before we start, I want to invite you to my brand new masterclass, 3 low-cost steps to increase your productivity big time. And let me tell you, the scale of your operation or your livestock species do not matter much because these steps are low cost and will improve your productivity by following natural processes. These low-cost steps work with small or large scale, with cattle or sheep or goats, and they work everywhere. It is going to be a very interesting class, and I hope to see you there. We will have a live Q&A session at the end. To save your spot, just go to www.rwranching.com/masterclass. You have 2 options to attend, one on Tuesday, July the 12th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and another one on Wednesday, July the 13th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, midday. So go ahead and save your spot for this free live masterclass, 3 low-cost steps to increase your productivity big time by going to www.rwranching.com/masterclass. Okay, let's start. We need to be aware that to gain maximum profitability and to improve the land the fastest, we need high to very high stocking rates. No other factor determines profitability and land regeneration as much as high stocking rates. Many folks think that a high harvest efficiency graze, will lower their livestock body condition. And as we know, body condition is very important. Did you know that body condition, or the amount of fat in the body of your livestock, determines reconception, immune system, and health? As my grandpa would say, show me a fat cow and she will be a beautiful cow. We can say the same of all livestock, even horses. In nature, animals are usually healthy and in good body condition, or they will fall prey to disease or predators. And this I have observed through my life in different environments in nature and in livestock operation. It is just how nature works. If you know of someone that could benefit from this, please share with them, as I really would like this to be widely known, as it is one of the most important aspects of real-world ranching. Now, back to the original question and title of this podcast. Will total grazing lower body condition of my livestock? The straightforward answer is no. But to achieve this at high to very high stocking rates, we need to do certain things. Please remember, stocking rates more than any other factor, be it daily gains, winning weights, and even fertility, determines ranch or farm profitability. It is important to always keep this in mind, as that is what I will talk about today is under this scenario, high to very high stocking rates. It makes no sense to talk about low stocking rates because they don't make money and they do not improve your land as fast. So having your livestock in good body condition year-round is like living in a dream. Everything becomes easier and productivity increases. Mortality, sickness, and external parasite problems are greatly reduced, and all of this contributes to an easier life in harmony between your economic needs, your land, and your livestock. It would also save you from grief and leave more time to be with family, enjoying life. There is no sense to talk about other grazing methods which do not accomplish a very high stocking rate while avoiding overgrazing. So what is overgrazing? It is returning to regraze a plant before it has fully recovered and weakens the roots, and not as most people believe, a severe or high harvest efficiency grazing. The key word to understand this is time, the time that passes between the first grazing and the regrazing. This also means that livestock should not have access to a paddock in the green season for more than 3 days after grazing, or they will consume the tender regrowth, and that is overgrazing. All those programs, grazing programs that urge you to destock when dry times arrive, may not be the best for your land, ranch, or farm. Of course, there may be times like a very extended drought, a multi-year drought, where you will think that it will be sensible to destock, but it is so much better to have a large portion of your farm or ranch as stockpile forage. And the total grazing program allows this thanks to high efficiency grazing. The things you need to remember to maintain good body condition in your livestock at high to very high stocking rates under the total grazing program are: number one, fat cows, fat cows, fat cows. I cannot emphasize this enough. This means that if the genetics you have now are not yet the best in genetically determined nutritional adaptation, you need to cater to them. This means that your stocking rate may not be the highest until your land improves and or your genetics are better adapted through selection and infusion of adapted genes. But we need to use our common sense. Having a very high stocking rate and thin cows does not make money, right? So harvest as much as your genetics allow per grazing, while at the same time, you start to improve your livestock genetically determined adaptation. Do not forget this. This is the part where beginners most commonly fail, as they concentrate on the grass and soil building part and forget about their livestock body condition. We need to remember that while land improvement does increase our capital, livestock productivity is our cash flow, and cash flow always trumps over capital gains. Number two, routine. Routine. Ruminants depend on rumen microorganisms to feed them. These microorganisms require that they are in the rumen and they go to the next 3 compartments of the digestive system, where they themselves are digested by the cow. These microorganisms require a stable diet and routine so that they can digest the food with higher efficiency, and this translates into fat cows or good body condition cows, sheep or goats. We all know that livestock perform much better with a stable routine, and this is the reason why. 3, as the quality energy content of green forages fluctuates during the day, it is much better to give your livestock 4 breaks per day instead of 1. And once a day breaks is much better than once every 2 days or once every week. This maintains their plane of nutrition of the microorganisms and therefore the cow the same, and their performance will improve. But do not forget the value of a stable routine. There are different microorganisms in the rumen. Some of them will digest sugars, others fibers, others fats, others starches, and others protein. And we want them to be balanced to the diet that they are receiving daily. So we do 4 times per day breaks to enhance harvest efficiency and to improve our livestock body condition. This is very important. 4, observe gut fill and manure daily so you can act in case there is a fiber deficiency or a protein deficiency, which will need to be corrected for better animal performance. If you have taken my Total Grazing online course, you know that a lack of fiber in the diet will create scours, and a lack of protein in the diet will cause constipation. Both conditions will promote weight loss, and what do we want? Fat livestock. By fat, I mean good body condition, not obese, okay? 5. Number 5, Make sure there are no mineral element excesses in the water or diet, as an element excess will cause many other mineral elements to be unavailable and not absorbed into your livestock bodies. Monitor your mineral program with blood samples in a good laboratory. 6. Have your livestock give birth when there is an abundance of green forage. Sounds very common sense, but it seems that common sense is the least common of the senses. There are so many advantages to have your livestock give birth in the green season that they shadow any advantage to have them give birth in any other season of the year. I explain all of the above in the Total Grazing online course, and if you go to my Facebook page or YouTube channel, Real World Ranching by Jaime Elizondo, you can see pictures and videos of cattle in good body condition and high to very high stocking rates, doing total grazing in the green season and in the brown season. Conclusion: high to very high stocking rates determine good profitability. Good body condition is absolutely necessary for maximum profitability, as good body condition is essential for real life fertility and optimum health. So there you have it. Whenever you hear or read that total grazing will lower your livestock body condition, it's because those saying or writing that do not know what the total grazing program is, where we make it our top priority to maintain our livestock in good body condition. Now, would you like to maintain your livestock in good body condition through correct grazing management and genetics, or would you prefer to achieve it by lowering your stocking rate and or feeding extra supplement? Remember, it is always better to imitate nature than to go against nature. See you next week at the Masterclass, 3 low-cost steps to increase your productivity big time. You do not want to miss this. To save your spot, just go to www.rwranching.com/masterclass. You have 2 options to attend, one on Tuesday, July the 12th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and another one on Wednesday, July 13th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time midday. Add it to your calendar and see you soon.